Hello everyone, and welcome to F1 2017. It's been a long time since we did just a casual F1 race, and with F1 2018 looming in the near future, I thought it was about time that we got back on here and we did just a race. You know, it was pretty much the first thing I ever did on this channel. It's been a long time since I just sat back, relaxed, and had a nice, calming F1 online race. And do you know why that is? It's because a nice, calming F1 online race doesn't exist. So we're going to have a nice and exciting race here for you today as we completely skip that. Now, we had one-shot qualifying for this race, but I have just got to skip that. I did qualify in P3, though, which, you know, by my standards, that's a very, very good result. You know, on the podium just from qualifying, and I think, well, the target has to be a race victory, you know, we're that close to the front, who knows? So, yeah, we're sat in P3, we've already got the car set up, loaded from qualifying, and as you can see, whilst it was done in the dry, that is the qualifying, the race is in the wet. So let's find out what we can do in these conditions. It's a jump start from the lead two cars, and we are going to roll off the line now, looking to hold position 3 going into turn 1. Can we do that? Yes, we can. We get our braking zone absolutely perfectly, slightly on the curb as we come around there, but we have held position. And, well, due to the jump start that the other two got, that was about as good as we could hope for. Now, even if, Mercedes sliding out behind me, and he's been overtaken by the Giant 197, but, yeah, now these lead two cars should have a drive-through penalty, so provided they don't go off right into the distance, which, to be fair, Monster Munch in the lead is looking like he might, and there's I'm an Eagle guy. They're both clearly quick. They qualified 1 and 2, but we've just got to make sure they don't go flying off too far into the distance, and then as they come in for their drive-throughs, then we'll, you know, take the effective lead. So it depends when they decide to take their drive-through. They could take it on this first lap, they could take it on the later lap. We don't know just yet, but we're coming up to the end of the first lap. It's a very quick, very short lap here in Montreal, Canada. So we've managed to hold P3 pretty comfortably. We haven't really had much challenge from behind. We absolutely nailed the final chicane, which I find difficult to do in the dry. To nail it in the wet, I don't know, maybe the lower speeds help me out. I set a fastest lap of the race, but I completely cock up my braking zone. I've gone wide, and the Giant has also done the same thing. I looked to go to his inside, but he kept his car parked there. I made a little bit of contact, and as you can see, I just got a warning for colliding with the Giant 197. We both missed our braking zones. I mean, I missed mine, but I managed to recover it. He missed his absolutely totally as I slide through the end of Sector 1 there and maintain position 3 just about. But the Giant has now caught up a lot of time on me there due to myself going wide and him sort of cutting out turns 1 and 2 pretty much completely from his lap. I mean, yes, I managed to get back ahead of him, but he's certainly a lot closer than he was, and he's also got someone else right behind him as well. There's going to be a three-way battle, I think, for this third position on the podium as we come round the corner there. And he's fairly close, but again, we're maintaining this. Hasn't been the most entertaining first couple of laps so far. We're just going to ask about the driver in front. It's 3.1 seconds to him at the moment, so we should really still be well within his drive-through penalty time, but I've slid through the final chicane. The Giant's got a much better run through it than I have. He takes position 3. Little bit of contact made on the straight. I'm going to have the inside line for turn 1. He's held it around my outside. Now he's got the inside for turn 2. And it looks like he has taken position 3 off me there. And Swifty in a McLaren was also right behind me. And I'm in a Mercedes McLaren sandwich now. You know, we've got the Giant as one piece of bread, McLaren as another piece, and myself as a meaty, I don't know, middle bit. What's it called? Main? I don't know, but the Giant's getting a bit slidey. He missed the braking zone to the last corner, and he managed to hold it because I missed mine as well. We managed to keep Swifty behind us, but the Giant is about, a second and a half away, but he's completely messed his braking zone now. And I'm going to have a better run. He's going to have... You know, he took shortcuts, so he's... Yeah, I'm losing the comment. I don't know why. It's been a long time out of practice. But I've gone down the inside into the hairpin. And I've taken it back. Now the Giant and Swifty are side by side. There's someone else right behind them as well, which we've got to be careful of. And now if we look down to the map, you can see the two leaders head into the pits to take their drive through. But they have got quite the lead on me now, so hopefully I'll be able to reach turn 2 before they do, because the pit exit here actually comes out on turn 2 as Swifty now manages to get past the Giant, and there's a three-way battle for third. I just saw 3 different names pop into position 3 there. We've managed to beat out the 2 previous leaders, and now this battle between myself, Giant and Swifty is for the lead of the Grand Prix and possibly the win if we all manage to hold it for the last 2 laps. But those guys, they're only just behind us. They're not too far, the previous 2 leaders, so they could come through as well as we hit the wall slightly, get a bit of a grassy tire, go very, very wide at that corner. That could leave the Giant an opportunity. He's trying to go around my outside, but yeah, well, I say he's trying, he's done it. He's gone around my outside, he's taken the lead of the Grand Prix. And that's not what we're looking for. I take a much better run on the exit there, so I've taken the lead back briefly. I got a little bit twitchy. And now it's a side-by-side run to the hairpin. And depends who's going to be last the late breakers. It's me, but I've left it too late. I didn't change down as I should have done. It's going to have the inside, and Swifty now takes the lead briefly, but he gets a bad run. And both myself and the Giants beat Swifty for traction. And this is going to be one hell of a last lap that we're coming on to now, with Swifty, myself, and the Giants all battling for the lead. I'm not going to go for the move into the chicane, but, you know, I put myself in his mirrors to let him know that I am still here, putting the pressure on his gearbox. And now we enter the final lap of the race. The Giant in first, myself in second, Swifty less than half a second behind. Put your money on now. Who's going to win this race? You try and tell me, because right now I've got absolutely no idea who's going to win. But the Giant's holding it so far into the chicane, but he misses it slightly, cuts the corner. He's now going to have grassy tyres as well as wet tyres going into the next corner. And sure enough, yep, he's got no grip, runs so far wide, does a Vettel, and allows me through to take the lead of the race. The Giant's still there. Swifty is right behind me as well, and all I've got to do is mess up one braking zone and I'm going to lose the lead of the race. So I've just got to keep it cool now, make sure that I get all the braking zones correctly. Swifty got a good run there, but again I beat him for traction. He's quick, but he's struggling for traction off some of these corners, and that's what's keeping me in the lead. I nail that braking zone, maybe even taking slightly too slowly, but I'm not taking any risks now. There's now a 4th car, a 5th car who's getting involved in this battle, but all I've got to do now is negotiate the final chicane. I've got a good gap to Swifty behind. This is the furthest in the lead I think I've been all race, so as long as I get the chicane right, I've won the race. Am I going to bottle it? No, I'm not. I've nailed that chicane. Swifty is nowhere near, and I'm going to come through and win this wet Canadian Grand Prix. Woohoo! Oh, my throat. My throat hurts, man. The first 2 laps, I'll give it to you, they weren't that entertaining. But those last 3 laps with myself, Giant and Swifty all battling for the lead of this race after the previous 2 had their drive-through as well. Insane. And as you can see, I actually sent the Giant himself a message afterwards just saying GG, great battle, because it really, really was. It was an online battle that was kept clean as well. You know, there was no ramming off, there was nothing like that. It was a clean online battle, and it was a fantastic battle as well. I really, really enjoyed it. So props to the Giant, props to Swifty as well, who, in the lobby, people kept trying to kick Swifty out, and as you can see, there's the reply from the Giant. But people kept trying to kick Swifty, and I don't know why, because he kept it clean against myself and the Giant. The Giant, unfortunately, didn't even manage to get a podium. He ended up in 4th behind I'm an Eagle, who was in 2nd place and had to take that drive-through originally, and he came back to take the Giant for a podium position. But yeah, well done to the Giant and Swifty, and just a great battle online that I thought you guys might like to see. Hopefully I might do a couple more F1 2017 online races before 2018 comes out. and we get started on that. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and I shall see you guys next time. Goodbye.